Hello students, how are you doing? Today I am come up with your second poem of English channel book 8th class Portrait of a Prince. This poem is written by Dennis Martindale. If we talk about the title of the poem, that is Portrait of Prince. Portrait means picture, drawing. A prince here is Royal Bengal tiger. So in this poem, the poet gives us an explanation of tiger. First of all, I give you a brief introduction of this poem. Here in this poem, we will read about the physical appearance of the tiger and also the qualities, his beauties, his strength also. The tiger is real regal creature. He seems to rule over the jungle like a wise and a sovereign animal. So let us see the first stanza of the poem. Behold the tiger's face up close, with all its deep-edged lines, like charcoal ridges by his nose. How clearly is defined. So here the poet tells us about the face of the tiger, which is very, if we see, the writer is asking us to see, to behold. Behold means observe. To behold the tiger's face closely. How is tiger's face? Its face is covered with deep edged lines. You can see dark black colored lines on the tiger's face. About these lines, this line is said deep edged lines like charcoal raised by his nose. And how his nose on his face? It seems it is uplifted. It is uplifted from the rest of his face. So here is saying said rigid. Rigid means an elevated part. So tiger's nose is lifted from his rest of his face, as if charcoal is placed over all his face. So now charcoal is a clay colored substance with which we make rods. Let's see the next stanza of the poem. Behold tiger's ears erect, aware of all that bleeds, with mental filters that select the rustling of the leaves. Behold means observe. Here the poet describes about the ears. The poet asks us to observe his ears, which are straight up. They are called mental filters. Here the poet says that the tiger can hear properly with his ears. The mental filters here are ears of the tiger. The poet says that the tiger can hear properly all the animals who breathe, means he can even hear the sound of breathings of the animals. And he can sense the soft sound of animals which are made by the animals, means his sense of hearing is very powerful and strong, means he can listen the soft sound made by the animals when they walk over the leaves. Rustling means soft sound made by the animals when they walk over the leaves. Let us see the third stanza of the poem. Behold the tiger's eyes that stare. Stare means to see in a fixed direction for a long time, as if right through your soul to challenge you. Be wise, beware, take care who is in control. In this stanza, the poet tells us about the eyes of the tiger, which are very careful and watchful. If he is staring at you, he will attack at you right now. If be aware, be careful. Now he is not going to leave you. If tiger is there in front of you, then you should remember that you are in the control of the tiger, as you can't control the tiger. He is more powerful than you. Let us see the next stanza of the poem. Behold the tiger's nose below. It tells him distant fact. Distant means far away. Though out of sight, he is in the know. So watch out if he acts. Here the poet talks about his nose, means his sense of smell is very powerful and strong. He can smell it with it the animals who are very far from him. Even if the animals are out of his sight, means if he is not able to see the animals, even then he can smell them with his powerful sense of smelling. He knows everything, so if the tiger is nearby, you should be careful. And if it tries to attack on you, be careful, be watchful. Let us see the next stanza of the poem. Behold the tiger's tight-lipped mouth, he hides his dagger well. Daggers well. His top set north, his drop set south. What tales those teeth could tell. In this stanza, the poet tells us about his mouth. He holds his tight lips tightly. Daggers means here that sharp teeth. Means his teeth are as sharp as daggers. Dagger is a small, sharp knife. His upper part of jaw point towards the north, and his lower part of teeth are set towards the south. Tales means story. Here the poet what tells those teeth could tell. Tales means story. Here the poet says that the tiger has hunted and killed so many animals with his mouth. This type of story his teeth could tell. Means they can repeat this tale, he can attack at you and kill you also. So beware of him. Behold the tiger's neck so still and poised with regal grace, portraying here the prince will, despite the human race. Here in this stanza, the tiger's neck is explained. His neck is very calm, quiet, and stable, and confident. That tells that tiger. His neck points that indicates that depicts that tiger is very calm, relaxed, and confident, and this quality suits him as he is the ruler of the forest. And the poet describes here tiger very beautifully. If we compare it with human beings, it can defeat and make a human being scared, despite the human race means. If we compare it with the human being, it can defeat a human being and make human being afraid. Behold the tiger's sovereign style, his sense of who he is, his victory, his covering guilt, his final parting kiss. Here the style of the tiger is explained. The style is which type of style? His style is sovereign, means his style is royal. Here the poet says that the tiger is very smart and clever, natured person, animal. He can give a parting kiss, means he can kill you, means he can cheat you. His wicked means smart way. Covering dial means cleverness. Behold the tiger's treachery, flee from his handsome grin. Flee means run. Treachery means cheating. Grin means soft laugh. For in a race, I think you will see that tigers always win. Here the poet says that the tiger is very smart in cheating too. So run away from his relaxed smile. Don't come into his smile, because if you are unable to run away from there, the tiger definitely attack at you, because if there is a competition between tiger and the human being, then the tiger is stronger than human being and it always wins. So aware of it. to win means here he can kill you. Means tiger can kill you. So students, this is all. This is the poem. I hope you have understood. Means here the picture of tiger is given, verbal picture. The poet has described the tiger very well, very beautifully. You can see from the first stanza. I'm telling you the rhyme scheme. What is a rhyme scheme? When the words which comes at the end of the line rhyme with each other, then it is called rhyme. This is the rhyme scheme. Here we can say AB. AB is the rhyme scheme of the whole poem. You can see close and nose are rhyming with each other. Since last sound and sound comes same, then they rhyme together. Lines and defines, these are rhyming together. So here is rhyme scheme A B A B. In the whole poem, same rhyme scheme is followed. Here is a poetic device personification is also there, as tiger is explained as a human being. That is all students. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching the video.